Hey YouTube, it's All Things Pretty coming to you with a quick project share video. I did a small online haul that was inspired by my girl Glow on Crafticakes7, and I purchased a couple of dies which I'll share with you once I show you the project. And I apologize if you hear any noise. My son is outside having a ball with the next door neighbor, so you may hear some screaming because they are terribly loud. So anyway, here we go. This is my first album made with the mason jar die. So I saw Crafticakes7's video with the mason jar die, and I fell in love with her album that she made. It was absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. And so I had to have the die. And I bought the die not knowing what I was going to make, but I decided to go ahead and try to make this album. And so thank you, Glow, for the inspiration. And here's what I came up with. So the reason why I decided to make this journal is because I have a coworker that is going through some things, and I don't know, God puts people in the right places at the right time. And on Friday, I was going to my duty at work, and I passed by her, and she was in tears about some personal things that she's going through. And so I never made it to duty. We just began to talk, and we just were talking about what the Word of God says about different things. And so I just felt like it would be cool to make her something. So I call this a Jar of Blessings journal. And so my purpose was that every time she started to feel down or she had a note she wanted to write or a reflection, she could do it in a positive way in her journal of blessings. Count the things that you are, blessed with and thankful for. So inside the journal, well, first I'll start with the outside. This paper collection is from this. Let me see if I can show you. It is this stack here, the Vintage Collector Die Cuts with a View. And so I used this paper here. I'll show you the sheet. This was the paper that I used. And I absolutely love this paper. So I used this, and then I just used some cream cardstock, craft cardstock, and some white paper that I purchased from Michael's. So this is the inside. And I just stamped random images on the inside. I'm sure you've seen several journals that were made, I'm sorry for hitting the camera, with stamped images. This paper I got from Michael's, and it's cardstock as well. And I cut it the wrong way, but then I was going to discard it, but I thought it would be cool to write your journal entry across the lines and not be so traditional. So I kept it. Sorry. And then I have and then as the journal went on, I just tried to stamp it in like random places so the stamped image would not always be so predictable. So they're just kind of scattered in random places throughout. Find beauty in all things. So the journal kind of repeats as far as the stamped images. And that is it. And this is the back. And then I just tied these ribbons and laces to the side. This ribbon I got from Shantae here on YouTube. Thank you, Shantae. This green and white. I won that in one of her prize packages. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then the other ribbons were just random pieces in my stash. This flower I made myself with some flower trim, and there are lots of tutorials on how to make these. But I made this flower, and I made this stick pin, and I thought the angel wings were appropriate for this type of journal. So that's it. This is my Jar of Blessings journal for my coworker, and I hope you all like what you see. Thanks for watching, and thanks again, Glow, for the inspiration and the tip on where to purchase this die. Oh, and for those of you that have not seen Glow's channel, please go and check her out, Crafticakes7. And this is the die that was used. It's super, super large. This is my hand, and I have very long hands. That's the underside. You turn it around. And this is the die, and it's from topdogdies.com, and it's the Mason Jar album. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll be back hopefully sometime this weekend with another Crafty Creations video.